Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Utes will kick it away first. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bears offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
Wants to throw, it's Robertson. Throws to the back. It's complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Bears headed quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Robertson. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And the Bears get enough for the 1st down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to find his man on first down. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, looking to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
To the air, it's Robertson. Into the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Baylor! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score Baylor 7, Utah 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the Utah Utes offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
The Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Now sliding to his left. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That makes the score Baylor 10, Utah 0.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for space. It's Bernard. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Wilson will throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Now on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
At the 42, 3rd down coming up.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He uncorks one deep. Brings it down on the right side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Bears! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top things off by getting out of bad field position in a hurry. A 90-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Wilson to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They move the tight end all over. On the run, it's Bernard. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The Utes are flying down the field. On the move. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
And the Utes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Caught over the middle. It's Baldwin.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
This offense set up with a 2nd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. He'll keep it himself. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He finds his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Utes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for room. It's Washington. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the 1st half. This is a good start.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air. It's Robertson. Got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Looking to throw for it. Got his man to the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
On the move, it's Washington. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He's going to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Parks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Wilson to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
He's tackled at the 41. 2nd down coming up.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wilson will throw. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Utes send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The RPO, it's complete.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Red pass, it's complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here comes the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this 1st half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
From the gun, the running back has it. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Keeps the legs moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Coming up, 4th down.
The Utes will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. To the air, it's Robertson. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
And the Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner goes down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Now on 2nd down and short. Quick handoff. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Keithy. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The lead is 17 as they try to fight their way back in. They'll need a stop on this possession, about to kick it off here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cameron. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Trying to get to him. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the secondary.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Going up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Parks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
1st and 10 for the offense. He wants to throw. unloads to the wideout and wings it incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 1st down from the 40. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Parks. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it's no good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them.
The score, Baylor 24, Utah 7.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll try the right side. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense wasn't fooled by that play. Offense trying to go with the jet sweep, but you see on the end of the line of scrimmage, the defense expecting it, and they actually get up the field, not allowing that ball carrier anywhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wilson to pass. Makes his connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. It's complete. A huge pickup. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Utes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Utah!
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Back to pass, it's Robertson. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And now on second down for this offense. Finds a tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Bears are on the move. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking left. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Got his man in the middle. Can't get him to the ground. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. It's third down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. He wants it all. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. The official says no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Makes the grab. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utes! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll run it from the gun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. Coming after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Bears will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Third down coming up.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Keithy. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
Using his legs, it's Bernard. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Keithy. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Fast motion from the offense. Wilson will throw. Right down the middle. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Dumps it off in the flats. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
It's a draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And on 2nd down for this offense. He's got it again. The Utes get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They move the chains on the ground. Now another 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
And the Utes have their offense in high gear. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Wilson to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got his man down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Cameron. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Good timing on the quick out. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Takes the handoff. It's Washington. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. Right back to the well. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Off the RPO, complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. He makes the connection. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Motion from the offense. Trying to outflank them on the jet sweep. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Great job by the defense there, slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Now on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wilson will throw. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one, setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And, dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I could send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the short completion brings up second down. It's reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. On the ground, it's Washington. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
They'll go to the air. Dances away to buy time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And that is just what you wanted. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give to the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wilson to pass. He's got the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pittman.
When you have a leader like this guy, you've got a chance to win, and that's what you see right now. There's just a different energy in this offense trailing in this 2-minute situations. He's already thrown a couple of touchdowns. He's made some massive plays, and he's got the defense on their heels here late.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's Pittman. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdown.
Touchdown, Utes! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Utah 35, Baylor 31.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few first downs. This one's over.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the try is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field goal try. They knock it off the post. We've still got a good ball game.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. He wants a big play here late. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover.